How are you feeling? Welcome to my channel. I'm Monica. I'm here to inspire you, empower you, and uplift you. Because as we know it, life can be crazy, chaotic, and messy. So thank you for being here again. Thank you for tuning into your heart space. And thank you for doing this soul work, soul journey, diving deep, because it can be a little messy when we unravel what is inside, right? It's not all light. There is dark, and I have mentioned before, we'll call it the shadow. It's the light and the dark dance that we are made of, or that we're brought into, I should say. We're brought into this world. So thank you for being here. Today's message is all about distractions, all about interference. And so if you're struggling with that, this message is for you. So we all know that there are distractions everywhere. There are interferences everywhere. With wave interferences, I will say with the frequency, right? Nikola Tesla said, if you want to learn the secrets of the universe, think of terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Everything is energy. We're like a compilation of all this energy. And we are vibrating on a certain frequency depending on if we're working on ourselves. If we're not, then we're automatically just living life, repeating the same cycles over and over again. Okay? And no judgment if that's you, if that's what you want to live, that's fine. But I'm here to remind you that no matter where you're at, no matter what you've been through, you can get yourself out of there, because we are in a vibration of frequencies. So if you change your thoughts, you change your feelings, and you change your behavior, it all aligns. You align to it. You create your own reality. Okay? You create the life that you came here to live before you came into this beautiful body that you're in. So let's get back to, if you're having distractions, I want to ask you, what are you distracting yourself with? Because there's a lot, right? We can distract ourselves from. And if we're not aware, it can become an addiction. Okay? This internet, let me say, for example, can be an addiction. And I'll say, for example, also, we're dealing with that because we're in the information age where we're trying to find out the information, and we're like always on the electronic. And so I just want you to be mindful how much time you're spending on these electronics, so that you are not constantly on that and you are actually living your life. Personal story with my story, I have had to say how much time I'm going to spend on the internet doing a certain thing, because it has become, and it is a problem. Even when COVID thing happened and everything shut down, everybody was on the internet. That was our only connection. And I'm not saying that it's bad, because it does great things, but when things get out of balance, it can become toxic, and it can become an addiction to where we're always on the internet and we're not really living our life, because we're looking at the information that's coming through the screen. So be aware, just be aware of how much time you are spending on the internet as well, because it also brings out the electromagnetic frequencies that are everywhere. We can't get around them. But I've also mentioned what you can do to stay healthy, grounding yourself, get outside, sweat. Don't be afraid of sweat, because sweating is very therapeutic. It gets rid of, again, your toxins in your body. It makes you look so, glistening. So If again, if you're having difficulties with those distractions, with the internet, with how much time you are spending on it, just make a note and be aware. What am I spending time on? Is this feeding me to help improve me, or is this actually just a distraction? From looking within myself, improving on my daily goals that you're here to live life. You want to live life in the most wonderful way. You cannot do that when there's distractions everywhere. So be conscious of how much time you are on it. And I'm calling on all of the inventors, the scientists that are out there that know of this issue with electronics, how we can, come back to humanity and make the internal connection to your eternal self, your light, your love.